In the chill of night, at the scene of the crime, like a streak of light, he arrives just in time. Let's do this. Hello. We're live. Welcome to Famous Cartoonist Says Things. I'm your host. My name is Art Baltazar. I'm your host. I'm a cartoonist. I am a comic book artist, children's book illustrator, and creative, all-around creative fella. Swig for you guys. A squig. I'm going to say a swig for you guys, for everyone joining me here today. Let's drink some coffee together. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's piping hot. It feels good. It's nice and warm. The texture and flow of this drink is fabulous. Sweet. Oh, so good. I'm glad you are here to join me today. I'm going to draw some stuff later, probably in a few minutes. Do you guys like that song? I feel the music in me, you know? I feel the music has to be let out to the world. That's cool. I'm doing an adjustment with the camera, which is always a bad move. It's always a bad move during a live show, because anything can happen on a live show, you know? How you guys doing? Today is glorious. It will be glorious. We're just getting started. It's the second day of my daughter's birthday event. Every year since they were little kids, we had birthdays. We had birthday parties, usually a day with the family, and then a day of an activity, and then a day with the friends. And this is day 2. Tomorrow will be the 3rd day of the birthday event. So yesterday we had cake, ice cream, and things like that. Saying happy birthday to my daughter. She's 15 now. And then today we're gonna go out to eat, because yesterday we couldn't all be together to go dine. So we spend the day at home. So today we will go dine and celebrate birthday another time. Another day, 2 days in a row. And then the 3rd day in a row, it would take a pack of wild teenage girls bowling. That's right. We're going to go bowling. I'm going to be that dad in the background sitting by himself in the distance with his sketchbook, writing stuff. Hopefully I could channel the vibe and get things going out so I could be write some good stories. Sweet for you guys. That is what's happening in my life every day. The day of birthday. Raphael's here. Hello, Raphael. Hey there, young man. Good. Happy New Year. Hoping 2021 will be better for you guys. Yeah. 2021 is just more of last year. We're dealing with more. It's just a continuation. I think everybody is in the same situation, but we'll do our best. We're going to do it. We're doing it now. And we're doing it live together. We're doing it live together, man. I got to make something for you, Raphael, and send you something. I'm going to send you something in the mail real soon. You're on my list. I have these things I print out when I do my orders and my commissions and things. I print out the paper what the people want. What the people want, you see. And it's all put on my table where I do my shipping. And your address and your name has been on that table for a few months now. So you will be getting something in the mail from me. It's true. Kevin Bixby's here. Oh, yeah, Famous Cartoonist. Hello, hello. How's it going? It is going good, man. It's going good, my man. The best I can do, you know. Greetings, fellow cartoonists. Hello, the Martoonist is here. Sweet for you guys. Sweet for Cartoonist taking over. We are going to do it together. The coffee's good, but I have a backup in case I run out of coffee. I have some more. I have some fluids with ice. I'm always very fluid, you know. I want to celebrate. I finished my Flash book. I finished it yesterday, and I sent all the files to the editor, and she's very happy. And I got another thing cleared off the plate. And today I'm going to draw some pages from Drew and Jot number 2, and I have to work on Gilbert number 4. I tell you, Gilbert number 4. The cool thing about the Gilbert books is we're trying to get the books into like Targets and Walmarts and stuff. So there's going to be a little bit of planning done with the books to combine them. Like book 1 and 2 will be one solid book, and book 3 and 4 is going to be one solid book. Henceforth, me working on a book 4 for Gilbert, because it's gonna be a 2-book. What am I gonna say? It's 2-book series, but they're gonna be double-sized books. So that's what we're trying to do right now, and I think it could be done. Swig for getting things done. Oh yeah, you guys are here with me. I like it. Raphael says, "Thank you, sir. I'll be looking forward to it." Yeah, man. Hopefully, I'll get you something soon. You're on my mind all the time because I admire you, Mr. Gonzalez. You're a good man. And Eric C. Martin, I keep forgetting to ask you, what is your go-to coffee, the brand name? Right now, we buy whatever's on sale, pretty much. But I buy the red. It's a red container. I think it's either Hills Brothers or Folgers. I'm not sure. It might be Folgers. But if I was to pick one, I'd like Ubon. Ubon coffee is really good. And it's a little extra kick. It's bolder. It has that coffee flavor. I'm a big fan of Ubon. But the stores by me don't always have it. The stores I shop only have, they don't have every brand all the time. Unless I go to the big grocery store, I'm sure I can find it. But also, Ubon is more expensive. It's about $10 a bucket, whatever the bucket is. Where a lot of the coffees we just buy that are $5, $7. I always get what's on sale, so it's no big deal. I'm a big coffee guy, but I drink coffee in the morning, and then coffee for the show, of course. Like right now, swig. Oh yeah, it's beautiful. It's so robust. So I don't know what this is, but it came in a red bucket. Like I said, it's either Folgers or Hills Brothers. Because when I was a kid, my grandma would drink, I think it was Folgers, because there was a monk or a Jedi on there. It was all dressed in yellow with a turban, and he was holding a cup like this. And I remember him being on there. And I remember that brand, whatever she would buy would have that guy on there. So when I started buying coffee, I started buying the coffee with that guy on there. I'm pretty sure it was Folgers. I'm not sure. Pretty sure. And that's what we get. So we get sometimes Maxwell House, good to the last drop with the blue bucket. So, and once in a while I'll have brown buckets. Brown bucket, blue bucket, or a red bucket. It's all good for me, my man. And I know you like the coffee hard. If I gave you a pound of Death Wish coffee, would you drink it? Very smooth, no burnt flavor. I probably will. I'd probably have to have it first thing in the morning, because if it's extra caffeinated, that'll get me all crazy. You know, I used to drink energy drinks all the time. I used to always drink Red Bull and whatever else they have, whatever any energy drink store. I forget the names now. But I used to drink them all the time until I got too jittery. So now I just stick to coffee in the morning. And I used to drink coffee after dinner. I would brew a pot of coffee and drink the whole thing myself. So I stopped doing that. So I'm just shared a pot of coffee with my wife in the morning, and then I finish it out. So when I say drink a pot of coffee, it's not just on me. Sometimes she has a big cup like this too. She has her own big cup, just like this one. Or she doesn't have Speedy Gonzalez on it like I do. Sweet. Oh yeah, it's so good. It's delicious. It's delicious. And for Christmas, the last 2 years, I've been receiving Starbucks gift cards. Anytime I visit my mom and dad, my mom would give me Starbucks gift cards because somebody she worked with or did something with would give them to her. But she doesn't like to drink Starbucks because she says it's too strong. So I have, as of like a few months ago, I had about $75 worth of gift cards in my wallet. So I started using them, but I haven't been to Starbucks in a little while. So I probably still have around $45 worth of coffee in my wallet, ready to go at a moment's notice. So we can have a Starbucks party in my house if you really want to. Because that $45 will probably buy me at least 12 cups. Starbucks is like $4 now, isn't it? Something like that. Eric C. Martin, Art Baltazar, and Death Wish Coffee, famous cartoonist tweaks. Yeah, I don't know. That'd be nuts. I don't know if I could deal with it, man. That's going to be a hard sell. Sweet. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You know what I really miss, though? Being Thursday. Normally, I'd stay up to like 2 a.m. to watch The Mandalorian. And I miss those days. Lately, the last few nights, I've been crashing about 10 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock. Man, I'm dead tired. I defeated the vampire, but now he's waking me up real early. Sweet. Kevin Bixby's like Mountain Dew. Oh, yeah, Mountain Dew. Yeah, man, it reminds me of college. Like in those times in my 20s, I was drinking Mountain Dew all the time. Yellow 5. People always warn you about the ingredient Yellow 5. That'd be a cool, Yellow 5 would be a cool spy name. Red Leader standing by, Yellow 5 standing by, you know. An X-Wing pilot. You got Luke Skywalker, you got Porkins, and you got Yellow 5. That'd be good. Sweet. Sweet for you guys. Today is, I don't know what I'm going to say. Today's still kind of morning. It's going in the afternoon. We're still morning on the West Coast. So that's good. It's all true, man. Andrew says, are you looking for a new show? Do you have Netflix or Hulu? I have Netflix. I just watched Cobra Kai, and now I'm in the middle of, what did I just start watching? I start a lot of shows, and then I lose interest, and I don't go back to them. Or I start movies like that, too. If it doesn't get me, I stop. But I just watched Cobra Kai, which I really liked. And I kind of wish I spread it out, but I watched it all in like one night. It was one, yeah, I think it was. Because Cobra Kai is only like, it's about 5 hours. So it's difficult to watch The Mandalorian in one sitting. Because that's a 10-hour show. But I did it with Cobra Kai. It was good. I liked it, but I don't know where they can go from here. We can do more of the same. They have a few more characters they could pull out of the movies and bring it back. Because I remember there was a bully in part 3. And then you got Hillary. What's her name? Hillary. She won an Academy Award for the boxing movie. Is her name Hillary? Wasn't she Karate Kid in part 4? Miyagi Miyagi taught a new Karate Kid, and it was Hillary Swank. She was the new Karate Kid, wasn't she? So they could bring back her still. Sweet. It's true. It's true. Eric C. says, Kevin Bixby, I used to be addicted to Mountain Dew back in '99 when I used to airbrush T-shirts at Six Flags. Wow, you used to do that? That's cool, man. I know Six Flags had pictures. Friends of mine, people I know, took pictures of Six Flags. They won the big Super Pet plushies at their games when you throw the balls and knock down the bottles and stuff. Well, they were giving away Super Pet plushies, but they were oversized. They weren't like the DC Direct. They weren't like the DC Direct Super Pet plushies. These were bigger. Like they were the size of a small child. And so I never got those, and they were real cool. And I know they made the turtle. They made the Flash Turtle for Six Flags, which was really cool. I want to get those. So when the pandemic leads up and these trying times allow us back in, I might just go there and just go buy them. Just say, I'll take one of each. I would like to purchase them, please. Thank you. You know, Cobra Kai was great. Ready for next season already. Vikings is really good on Netflix. Maybe I'll check that out. So it's I have to watch things that don't require me looking at the screen so much, where I get to hear the dialogue because I'm drawing. And that's why I watch Breaking Bad so much. I watch Breaking Bad all the time. And I'm in the middle of my 14th viewing of Breaking Bad still. I go for it like I put it on and just let it stream. And I like it because it's 5 seasons and each episode's an hour or so. But I can just let it go and just listen to it, and I know where it is. And right now I left off with spoilers with Jesse and those young punk kids just shook hands in front of Gustavo. That was the last episode I watched. So I think that's season 3. So I'm still ready to go with that. Andrew Clark says Longmire is also really good. Longmire. Is that a cowboy show? Or about the sheriff? I might check that out. Morning, Mario. Morning, everybody. Mario's here saying good morning. Swig for Mario. Marty says, I haven't watched any new shows, but 2 days ago, I just saw Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, the latest film by Quentin Tarantino. You got to see the climax. Man, Tarantino is like one of my favorite all-time directors. Pulp Fiction is one of my all-time favorite movies. And I have not seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood yet. I need to see it. Because that during the time, it was hard to get to the theater. Couldn't get out there. Couldn't get to see it. And I need to see that. I need to find out where it is playing, or I'll just probably download it and pay. Probably pay-per-view. Maybe I'll do that this weekend. That sounds pretty good, right? Order some pizza. Get a few beverages. Put on a Quentin Tarantino flick. Sit on a couch with my honey. Let her fall asleep and let me watch the movie. That's probably what'll happen. Bixby says, I'm in a strict Mountain Dew Zero kick now. Regular stuff has too much sugar. Yeah, man. You got to stay away from the sugar. Unfortunately, that's just the law of the West, especially when you become an old guy. The older I get, the less I eat. I had tamales today. I ate 2 tamales to give me some energy, but then I probably won't eat till dinner time. So I'm good. I got the energy for you today. Sweet. This is people like, hey, I really like your show, but you talk like an old man now. No sugar, no carbs. Waking up at night, going to bed early. Bixby loved coffee until I worked at Starbucks. Might have overdone it. Oh yeah, you told me your Starbucks stories. I will not share them because I feel you told them just to me exclusive. But But I could see how working at a place could detour you from enjoying it in the future. Because I worked at White Castle. My first job when I was 17, I worked at White Castle. And when we would go on break time, during break time, you could eat free food. So I would invent my own cheeseburger. So if they had a double cheeseburger, I would make a quadruple stacked cheeseburger. I'd make up my own stuff. And after eating White Castle every day for a few months, I quit. When I quit and I walked away, I haven't eaten there for like 15 years after that. But now it's a crave. The craving comes back now and then. I still need some White Castle. Swig. It doesn't happen a lot, but it does happen. It's all true, man. It's all true, man. Now my son works at McDonald's, but he's not tired of it yet. He still eats it. He brings it home, which is okay. I guess they have more of a variety to choose from. Longmire is a modern sheriff. It is really good. RoboCop himself makes an appearance. Really? Is it a futuristic? You are under arrest. How does RoboCop sound? I remember seeing RoboCop in a theater when I was like 17, 18. And that's the last time I saw it. I saw it in the theater when the theaters were $1.75 and you get like 3 movies. That's when I saw it. I don't quite remember it too much. But I know he fought a big monster that shot like this. Choo, choo, pew, 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 like those droidekas in Star Wars. He looked like that, I think. Can't remember. White Castle. Oh, Eric C. Martin does not like White Castle. Oh, White Castle would be dangerous. It was dangerous, man. I would work on the corner of Archer and Kedzie on the south side of Chicago. In the middle of the south side. It was like, wasn't downtown, but it was in the middle of the neighborhood. Right on the corner, there was the bus stop, and then there was a paper box. Remember the guys who would sell the newspapers in the shacks? There was one of those things there. There was a coffee, Huck Finn Donuts across the street. So that corner was really active. And at night, when I used to work, I worked from 11 o'clock at night to 7 in the morning, the vampire hours. That's probably what started me on this path. Well, we would get the undesirables would come in at night. And so the bums and stuff would come in and fall asleep at the booth. And my boss would always tell me to go wake that guy up and kick him out. So I didn't like that part of the job where I had to go wake up guys. I poked them with a broom. Hey, get up. You can't sleep here. And then they would buy a cup of coffee for 35 cents and then sit there for 5 hours. That's what would happen. The senior citizens would come in and get a cup of coffee and 1 cheeseburger and want a senior citizen discount. And then they would sit there for 5-6 hours and everyone would just hang out. So as long as they're buying stuff, I guess, but I would have to go out there and kick those guys out. And then I would have to clean the tables and floors after all the drunk guys would come in at 4 in the morning. That was awful, but I did it. That's what you got to do. Then you got to go clean the rooms after the drunk guy's been there for 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. Yeah, man, that was it. I didn't like that shift, but I and then they would say, hey, Balthazar, go clean the parking lot. So I have to go out there and clean the parking lot after the drunk guy's been there at 3 and 4 in the morning. So that was it. That was every weekend for about 3 months, 3-4 months, until I can't remember how long I worked there, but I know it was the summer. It had to have been about that, because when I went back to school, I didn't like it. I didn't like working no more, so I couldn't do stuff. Sweet. But I remember saving enough money from White Castle to buy Star Wars action figures and to go to senior prom. So that's what it paid for. So I did okay. Andrew Clark's Peter Weller is in it for a while. Oh, that guy. So the RoboCop character is not in it. The Peter Weller. Does he still talk like him? Hold, retreat. Wasn't he also Buckaroo Banzai? Is that what it was? I know I never saw that movie, but it's one of Franco's favorites, Buckaroo Banzai. Or Banzai. Banzai! I know he was in that too, I think. I remember seeing like some kind of Buckaroo Banzai movie with Clint Eastwood. He was a cowboy in a cowboy show. I remember seeing that at the drive-in theater. It's all true. Everything's coming back to me now. I've been at White Castle late night back in the day. Oh, that was you, Kevin Bixby. Messing up those booths and floors with all of your let's see how many White Castles we can eat contests. There was a lot of those. I went out one time on the floor to White Castle with the mop and broom and stuff to clean up. And there was a group of guys eating a whole bunch, like a stack of burgers, seeing how many they can eat. And after a while, they started throwing the burgers at me because one guy couldn't eat anymore. And he flipped the burger over his shoulder like that. And it landed and hit me. So all the guys laughed. And then they proceeded to each launch a double cheeseburger at me. So I got pelted with sliders at that moment, at that time, at that point in history of the days that created the famous Cartoonist. I knew that from these jobs, these early jobs, fast food jobs, making pizza, whatever you have to do. I told my son too, this will probably be the hardest job you'll ever do. And the best thing about this job is it's going to show you, you're going to learn if you want to do this job in the future. So all of these little jobs taught me, I don't want to do this. So I have to quit. I have to move on. So before I started drawing comic books, I had 42 jobs that were not drawing comics. Either that I walked away from or I stopped going to. And there were several jobs that I would just stop going to because I couldn't take it no more. I couldn't do it. I said, I'm sorry, I quit. That happened. It really did. That's what really happened. Sergio's here. Oh, yeah. Good afternoon, Mr. Famous Cartoonist. Good to see you. My man Sebastian's here. Bobby Marmalejo. Morning, Bobby. You're a good man. Sweet for Bobby. Kevin Bixby said, I never messed up the store. I've been the guy cleaning up the mess after the meatheads. Yeah. It was my job. Clean up after the meatheads. And then I had one guy in the drive-thru order food from me and threw garbage at me. When I opened the window to give him his stuff, he threw stuff at me. I got another pelting of garbage. People are crazy, man. That's Chicago, Southside Chicago, right on a busy corner. We were up all night, going crazy over there. That's what I did. That makes me glad that I don't live in that spot well, that neighborhood's cool. It'd be cool to live back in the old neighborhood just to see, because I miss the house, I miss the backyard and all that. But I didn't have as much space as I have now. But I can't imagine my kids in that neighborhood or working there. Like if my son said, I'm going to work at that White Castle, I'd be so afraid. He said, don't do it, man. Don't do it, man. So we're okay. I'm reminiscing with you guys, I know. But right now is the time where we draw. Let's do it. It's all true. Every bit of it is true. Welcome back to Famous Cartoonist Draws Things. This is a page from Drew and Jot, Book 2. This is page 126. I have drawn and inked up to page 152, but these few pages here, I have 3 pages here that need to be drawn and penciled because they are the people pages. The pages where the characters are talking. And they take a little longer to draw because the other pages are all scribbly like a kid's sketchbook. So these pages are a little bit more story. So I have Andrew and Patsy's dad came home from his trip. And this is him. You might notice he looks a little familiar. Where it's weird for me too. So their dad is actually me. So his daughter just ran away. So I gotta put some kind of, what's a good word? What is whoosh? How about whoosh? Whoosh. It's gonna be whoosh. Let's see, guys. I see some comments happening. This is good. Oh yeah, Drew and Jot. That's what I'm making right now. This is page 126. 126. And the book is 200 pages. The book is 200 pages. This is page 126. And I only have about 40 pages left to draw. So this book should be done soon. I want to finish this as ASAP, as they say in the biz. ASAP. Because I really want to finish this up and move on to some other projects I have lined up. And also, Gilbert number 4 is next in line. I've been doodling that one. I've been drawing that one in my sketchbook. Probably do some sketching tomorrow. Because I'm taking my daughter bowling with her friends. They're going to bowl with their masks on. But we call the place and bowling is open. So I'm going to sit in the corner and watch them so I'm not that weird dad guy. And maybe I will be weird watching them. But I'm going to bring my sketchbook, maybe have a cup of coffee, sit there in a little bit, draw some things. So hopefully by Monday I'll be able to work on new pages. It's all true. Everything I'm telling you guys is true. Every bit of it. All of it. It may not feel like it, but it is. See, whoosh. See, whoosh is good. Sound effect. Sound effects in real life. Whoosh. And then she went, he asked her, what have you been doing while I was away? She went, look. She throws him all of the paper. She's throwing him the paper. So her little hands are going to go right here. This looks weird to me. Let's see. All right, there you go. This, she throws them all the paper. And draw this guy's face. Drawing his face. Oh, I forgot his little mumute over here. I forgot the mumute. That's what I call beards, mumutes. That mumute. It's all right. Always making stuff, man. Always. I'm going to be on this show. I'm going to be doing a live. I think it's live. I'm going to be doing a live show Saturday. But I'm not sure exactly. Where it is or who's doing it, which is kind of weird, but it's true. But I'm going to be on a show Saturday. And once I find out, it's like a virtual Comic-Con kind of thing. Once I find out where it is, I'll post a link on Facebook here or whatever. However you find me, that link will be there. So hopefully I'll be able to provide the link in the next few days or so. Saturday. And tomorrow I have an interview tomorrow. And the interview is scheduled during the time where I would normally make a Famous Cartoonist Says Things video. So I don't know if I'll have a show tomorrow. I apologize in advance. Mostly because the energy that I expel for these shows is high energy. And after the energy's gone, after the show, I'm usually spent. So I might not, my show, it's going to overlap with my interview. So tomorrow I will not have a show. I apologize in advance. Right now is in advance. An advanced apology. But it's going to be, my interview is with the Chicago Tribune, which is kind of cool. And I'm not sure if it's the same guy who interviewed me before, because last time I interviewed with them, the interview went real far, like it had longevity, if you will. And it was real cool to see. It had a lot of good response. So a lot of people were digging it. So I think it's the same people, because the Tribune actually reached out to DC Comics and requested me, because I'm a Chicago guy, and of course Chicago Tribune. So they reached out to me and they want to talk to me about Bruce Wayne and stuff. Bruce Wayne and Batman. And I said, okay, let's do it. And then I heard the sound of the music. Let's do it. Hopefully they let me sing. So tomorrow, I don't know if it's a of Zoom call or what it is. But I think it's just a phone call interview. But it's going to take a little bit. It might take an hour or two. Henceforth, I may have to delay my show until Saturday. But Saturday I'm going to be on that virtual phone call, or virtual Comic-Con, I mean, with the guys. I'm going to be on there with guys that we all know and love. So hopefully that'll end so I can do my paint show. So hopefully my paint show won't be delayed on Saturday. So I have a few painting commissions that I want to finish. It's true. I only tell you guys the truth, especially when you need to hear it and when you don't know you need to hear it. I always have truth for you. Truth bombs, if you will. That's what people say. He bombed me with the truth. Shut up and drop, Baltazar. I know. It's it's a big schedule all of a sudden happening. Like a lot of people, now that it's the new year, lots of conventions and book shows and things like that, they've been reaching out within the last week or so because they're trying to schedule their events of the year. Their events of the year are happening. So they're looking at their calendars and saying, hey, man, we need to do this, man. We need to book this guy, man. And that's what they're doing. So I don't mind that. But it seems like all of a sudden my calendar is filling up with virtual calls. And usually I say yes every time. And I'm okay with that until the day comes. And then I'm like, oh, man, I got to do this thing. I forget that I say yes. But these are cool. It's fresh. I'm happy. It's fresh and I'm happy. So it should be good. Did Baltazar sound weird to you too? Yeah, he sure did. I don't know what he's up to, but he's weird. Where's my stuff, Baltazar? So people are saying to me all the time, where's my stuff? Where's my stuff, Baltazar? I'll give you a stuffed Baltazar. It wasn't funny, Baltazar. Sorry, I'll stop making jokes. Okay, let's see. I drew a little bit too much. How's that? She's throwing the paintings at him. Look, Dad, I made these. She hit him with them. Let's see, do I need a background? Let's see. Read this a little bit. Just a little bit. Maybe I'll do like this. Yeah. I like it, I like it. This color needs to be changed. about gray? How about that? Does that look good? I think so. I look at it on my screen that I'm drawing, and then I look at it on the TV screen that you're seeing, and I like how the way it looks. Looks good, looks good. Now he's sitting on the ground with all the drawings. Saving it, and I'm gonna swig it. And I'm gonna read what you guys are saying. Sergio says, "Oh yeah, speaking of tomorrow, it's my cousin's birthday tomorrow. Oh yeah, celebration. Oh yeah, happy birthday. Happy birthday to Sergio, Sebastian's cousin's birthday. Happy birthday to Sebastian's cousin. Happy birthday to Sebastian's cousin. Happy birthday to you. D. Brad's here. Oh yeah, enjoying the progress. Thanks, Brad. Sergio says, I have to go. But I'm glad I was able to swing by. So, oh yeah, Art. I'll check an interview tomorrow. Thanks, man. Good luck to you too. Good to see you, Serge. Hang in there, man. Do your thing. So tomorrow's interview is going to be fun. So I got to save my energy. Sweet. Coffee's really good, guys. It's Luke Skywalker warm right now, but it's still good. It still tastes good. Let me see if I could get this guy. This weird looking dad. Put the eyes a little lower. So they're looking a little more. Looking a little lower, if you will. I'm going to move this over a little bit. See that? The magic of digital. Digitalis. This is his. He's got a suitcase here. Wheels. It's gonna be off the page right there. He's got a page right here. He's gonna be holding it. And somehow the girl's pages knocked him down. She's so overwhelmed with excitement that the pages knocked this man to the ground. He was overwhelmed with excitement as well. And look at her face. She's real excited. She's still wearing her pajamas. Hopefully I can finish this book soon, man. It feels like it's one of those books now that I'm taking too long to do. I call those books forever books. Sometimes they feel like we've been working on them forever. But at this last few years or so, I've been so overwhelmed with comics and pages and my own stories that I haven't had a break to do much of anything else, which is fine. But I always feel like I'm disappointing the publishers and not getting my stuff to them in a timely manner. Look at that. So hopefully can finish this soon and everything else will fall into place. And when that happens, the world will rejoice and say, hey, famous cartoonist finished his book. We need to go buy that on Amazon or artbaltazar.com or in comic book shops or those places where books are sold. It's true. It's all true, man. It's true, man. Okay, I'm going to ink it. Normally I would draw the whole book, or draw the whole page, but I'm going to draw each panel. This is pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and ink it. It's true, I'm gonna. Doing it now. It's him. Does that look like her dad? You stopped talking, Baltazar. What happened? Let's see. I'm in the zone, man. I'm in the zone. Little did they know that this guy in the picture, her dad, is the same guy who does James Cartoonist Says Things. It's the cartoon version. What kind of things you saying, Baltazar? It's him. Let's see. I'm so glad I finished that Flash book, though. That was real cool. Getting things done, man. That's the best feeling. She is all happy. She is happy, or is she all happy? She's all happy. It's the best way to be, all happy. It's like you're all in all the time. Let's see where this is going. Speech. Okay, I could do that. I get overlap. Drew and Jot. The kids of Drew and Jot. All right. She is. She's like, look, Dad, I made all this stuff. This stuff is cool. And he's thinking, yes, you did good. You made some cool stuff. Look at all this stuff I made. All right, all right. Let's look. She's got to have some on her too. Some paint. She's covered with paint all the time. She really likes purple. She's saying, "Oh yeah." All right, it's good. Very good, very good. Put some stairs back here. Some bushes. And some of the house. It's pretty good. Very good, very good. Aluminum siding, if you will. That's what this is. Aluminum siding. House details. There you go. It's pretty good. Here's what it looks like if I took away the pencils. Oh yeah, that's nice and clean. Nice and clean, honey. I'm gonna save it, and I'm gonna swig. Taking a swig. Oh yeah. Let's see, I'm gonna do a little drawing here. Because now the dad realizes, hey, this is pretty good artwork. He's saying, I admire your devotion to the color purple. Not to be confused with the Steven Spielberg movie. No intention at all. Just purple's purple. She likes purple. And he is off the ground, back on his feet, uninjured from the assault of artwork being flung at him. She has more to show, of course. She's been painting all day, getting paint everywhere, especially on her brothers and her friends' sketchbooks. All right. go. Add some stuff here. Cause this is just details. Details create depth. 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 All right. Need some over here too. Oh yeah, let's see. Move it over a little bit. About like that. There you go. Symbolizing that he's in the backyard doing his thing. I don't think his mouth needs to be open. I'm going to have him smiling. You sure? Yep. So you're not doing a lot of talking, Balthazar. But that, you see, that's what he looks like. It's funny. I forgot his mumute again. Keep forgetting the mumute. The mumute. I'll give you mumute, Balthazar. Forget this, man. Mumute. I'm gonna do a double papers here. Let's see. That. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good. All right. There he is. She looks good. Let's see. Should be more. More. You guys still with me? There are. People are here. Sorry, I was zoning out, man. I was getting into it. I just started going. Sometimes when I go, I just go. It's like Zen. Just go Zen, man. Sometimes, you know. Let's do some aluminum siding once again. give him some fence. It's all true. Every bit you've heard is true. She's saying purple's awesome. And here's what it looks like without the pencils. It's pretty good. It works. Let's see what we got. I'm gonna have to take a break, I think. Let's see. Let's see what you guys are saying. Nothing. I'm all caught up. Guess I have to go. Yeah, we knew he had to go. He has to go to his birthday party tomorrow. Sweet. He is going to his birthday party. We're going to save. I'm going to save this. I already did. And I'm going to swig for you. Boom. I'm back. I'm back to saying things once again. And I will put up Drew and Jot this time. Look at that. Drew and Jot are here. And Clark says, looking good. He likes it. I just need to take a break. Maybe get a refill. Maybe a swig for you guys. Deep Brad knows it. Swig. It's pretty good. I almost did a whole page there. The pages that have more drawing to them take a lot more. Take a little bit more, you know. Deep Brad says, I was late. Is there a show tomorrow? Tomorrow, I'm doing an interview with the Chicago Tribune around the same time as the show. It's going to overlap. So instead of, I'm thinking instead of doing a show and then the interview, I'm going to save my energy for the interview, because a lot of times after I do the show, like I do all the interview, if I do the show like today, all my energy is given into the show, and then afterwards I'm low key. So tomorrow, I think my interview's at 1 o'clock, 1 or 1:30 or something. I think it's at 1 o'clock. So I'm going to do an interview with the Chicago Tribune. I think it's just a phone. I don't think it's on virtual or anything like that. I think it's just an interview, but the Chicago Tribune reached out to DC Comics, wanted to talk to me because I'm from Chicago. And I think it might be the same people who interviewed me before, but they want to talk to me about Batman and Bruce Wayne and Archimaniacs and stuff. They said, so I might be on there with them for about an hour or hour and a half or so. I'm not sure, but that'll be fun. So my energy will be going to the Chicago Tribune tomorrow, and that'll be good. And I'm going to be on a virtual convention on Saturday. I don't know the details yet of who's hosting or where it is or what it's called, because it's so secret. Everyone I talk to has signed an NDA, so whatever. But I will know right before it goes live, probably the day of on Saturday. But I don't know if it's going to be live or it's going to be recorded. It might be a recorded one. Not sure. But that might go into my famous Cartoonist Paints Things video that I was trying to do for Saturday. Because I have a Batman Joker painting that I'm going to paint on my next live painting show, which will be really cool. I have the canvas all picked out. I have everything ready to go, but I just need the time. So if I'm thinking maybe, what if I experimented and did a painting show on Sunday instead of Saturday? Wonder if that would work. Wonder if people will be around. Maybe. You never know. Depends how I'm feeling. So this Saturday I have it. Yeah, tomorrow's an interview on a Saturday. So back to back. Like I said earlier too, that lots of these online conventions and book shows and everybody are doing, they're planning now. So I've been contacted a lot this week for all of the future virtual convention appearances. So I have about 4 of them, I think, that I'm going to be doing. And one of them is in March. The next one's in March. That's going to be for Illinois Reads. Illinois Reads, because Powers in Action Volume 1 book is on the Illinois Reads list for the schools, which means that kids at public school in Illinois can go to their library and request to get my book. So my book is available to all of the libraries within the schools, public schools, which is really cool. And I know we sell a little more books that way because we get them to the schools. And also there's a virtual bookstore. Everything's virtual. There's a virtual bookstores that will be selling the book. So it's going to be cool. That's in March. And we were going to do a show last year, but these trying times changed everyone's schedule. So unfortunate, but fortunate, my book has now been on the Illinois Reads list for 2 years in a row because last year things got canceled, which is kind of cool. So I just told you guys a lot of information. Swig for Kevin Bixby. Swig. Said deep breaths, have a good interview. I will, man. It's going to be fun. And I get interviewed by Chicago newspapers and things. Seems like once a year, maybe twice a year or so. And a few times they came to my house and took photos and interviewed me in my home, which was really cool. And the Daily Herald was in my house about 4 times. And it's funny because when the kids were little, that I would have news people coming over, reporters and interview people and cameramen. And so I told the kids one time, they were little, maybe about 8, 9 years old. And I told them, we got to pick up the toys because interview people are coming. And they said, again, these people are always here. So that was kind of funny. But tomorrow we'll be with the Chicago Tribune. I'm excited. And Saturday I'll be with somebody else. I don't know who's hosting. It's nuts, man. Everything I do always has to be top secret, which is kind of weird. So the Chicago Tribune won't be a live thing. I think it's gonna be on the phone, be recorded and stuff. Probably put out later in their newspaper, stuff like that. Bixby says you're a good answer. I like your flash at it. Makes you look speedy. Yeah, man, look. And I also have Superman. He's on my jacket. On my jacket. Superman, speedy. Swig for being a Flash. So lots of things happening in the All Yeah Comics in the famous Cartoonist universe. And hopefully in a few days or so, I'll be getting 3,000 books delivered to my house. 3,000 books will be delivered to my house fairly soon. I don't have the official date. Originally, the date was the 13th, but I had to approve a page or two that they were having some delays. So probably, I bet you I get the books by sometime next week. All Yeah Comics number 0, All Yeah Comics number 13, and All Yeah Comics number 14. We're printing 3 books together. Then the next book I print will probably be Abraham Linkage number 1. And after I finish Drew and Jot, catch up on this a little bit more, I'm going to jump into Abraham Linkage. I want to try to do at least 1 page a day until it's done. The story is 27 pages. 27 pages of story. I already have the first 6 pages, I think, finished. Maybe the first 12 with lettering. So we'll get there. We'll get there, man. A little a day will plug away. A little day will plug away and we'll get books done. And people always ask me, how long should it take me to do an 80-page book? I said, well, if you do a page a day, it'll take you 80 days, right? So that's where my mentality is too. If I do 1 page a day for 3 books, I can finish 3 books in 30 days, whatever. But sometimes it takes a little bit more because I work on more pages than I need to usually because just the way I work. Sometimes I pencil a whole bunch in a row. Then I have a lettering party, and then I have inking and drawing. And today I went from penciling, inking, all of it at once. So we'll see what happens. We will see what happens, man. Andrew told me, you have a good interview. Thank you, sir. I will. D. Brad says, thanks, Art. Have a good rest of your day. D. Brad, you're a good man. I'm glad you came, sir. Always a pleasure to see you. Eric's here. Hello, Art and everyone. Hello, everyone. And Dan loves Abraham linkage. Yeah, man, I want to work on Abraham linkage so bad. I want to get that out there to the masses. And I also have some stories from Christopher Daniels and Kazarian from AEW Wrestling. I want to get them going. There's a lot of things I want to do. But I have to fulfill these deadlines. And Kevin Bixby just wants Heralds. Heralds, man, I know. We need to do Heralds. But the future is ours. The future is ours. I want to thank everyone for joining me here today. This has been a good show. I'm still amazed that people just listen to me talk about nothing. And it's kind of go. Talk about nothing and just say things. It's linkage on Comixology. No, Abraham linkage is not done yet. It will be up there probably before or during the print run. I'll probably put it up there at the same time as I send it to the printer. Because once I get that book done, I'm printing it. And I have about 20-something pages to finish. But it'll be done. And I want to get it done. I have 3 issues outlined, thumbnailed, outlined. I didn't draw the 3 issues, but I got 3 issues typed up notes. But I think I'm just going to do 1 book. I'm going to do 1 issue and maybe include his book later. But if I add it to my list, there's just more pressure to get it done. So I think I'm going to do 1 book. I'm going to devote 1 book to Abraham linkage, one shot. Because in his first book, he fights the Spaghetti Yeti, and he becomes an American legend. In the second book, he goes searching for the Loch Ness Monster, and he has an afro and big high heels and bell bottoms like from the 70s, because it takes place in the 1970s. So maybe I'll finish that book. I got to see what happens. And then in the third issue, he goes into space and looks for aliens and Roswell and stuff like that. So I probably will do that, but I have to get to it. And I don't want to commit exactly yet because I want to do Abraham linkage. I want to print that one. I want to print up a Giro Man #1, like the whole 40-pager. And I want to print up a Webster the Spider Monkey whole 40-page book. So if I do 40-page book, that would be real cool. And it would be similar to my Korra books, because Korra is a 48-page book. So that's what I want to print up in the future. But oh yeah, Comic 0 and 13 and number 14 are all regular 32-page books. But in the future, I want to do 48-page books because when I submit the stories to Comixology, the issues are 10 pages long for 99 cents. So that's what I'm trying to do. So 4 of those would make a 40-page book, plus the covers would add 4 pages. So there'd be extra things. So I got 4 pages to play with within a 48-page book. So we'll see. Probably add some new stuff, behind-the-scenes stuff, some sketches and things like that, and whatnot. Know what I mean? See, nothing is sometimes Nothing is sometimes something. Yeah, nothing is always something. The word thing is in there. Something, nothing. Everyone likes you. You're a cool dude. Thanks, brother. I try, man. Kevin Bixby likes Cora. Cora! I'm amazed that I could come on here and just talk about anything. And I never have anything planned. I just come on here and talk, sweet coffee with you guys, sing a little song in the beginning. Do you like that song? Today I sang Spider-Man. If you go back and listen to this in the beginning, you'll hear me singing a verse of Spider-Man. Yesterday I forgot what I sang, but I never know what I'm going to sing until I go on. Like, what can I sing today? And a whole bunch of songs enter my head. And then I'm like, no, that one's about loving someone. No, that one's about this. No, that one's about breakup. No, that's... So I just pick a quote. And songs are quite familiar. And they're there to entice you. Introduction, if you will. But thanks for joining me, guys. I've been talking a lot. And I would do this again. Probably on Monday. You'll probably see me Monday. Tomorrow I got an interview. Saturday, I don't know if I'm going to do a paint show or if my time will overlap. We'll see. But sometimes I do one show and then I'm spent for the day. So I'll see you Monday for sure. You guys are awesome. You know what I'm going to say. No fighting. No crying. Be nice to each other. And wake up and do the things that makes you happy. Choose happiness. You have a choice. It's easy to do the choice. You could ruin somebody's day with words. So don't do that. Or you can make your day better with choices. You guys are awesome. I will see you next time I do this. And we will be glorious together. I'm going to go out with the mug instead. You guys are awesome. See you next time. Okay, bye-bye.